Hi Virgos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your May 2026 singles prediction. No exes, no past from this lifetime coming back. This is for those of you that want to move forward. You want to know what Spirit has for you. You can manifest along with me today. I have lots of evidence and I have lots of charms and clues and initials. So if you're new to my channel, this is a fully channeled message. At the end, we will put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to guide this to you. So take with you what connects to you, as always, and leave the rest for everyone else. But let's call in our guides. Let's see what they have for you for May. Spirit, I call upon you for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus for my Virgo. What is it that you have for us at this time? What is it that you want me to hear? What is it that we need to know? I am listening for you now. I have a gift. Ooh, I want a gift giver, generosity and unexpected blessings. How about the person who surprises you? You know, like, how about this feeling of they like surprising you, or they're filled with surprises in a good way, okay? And they're, you know, hey, a gift can be buy me a cup of coffee, you know, I got it, you know, they go into the store and they come out with something that they know that you would like, you know, it doesn't have to be like a big, beautiful velvet box, you know, with a ring inside, you know, it can be all the little things. It's simplicity is how it's coming into me that you notice. Okay. I have a wolf, loyalty, protective, divine masculine energy, provide and protect there. There's a sense of circling around you, but not in a stalking way. It's either this person's in your vicinity. This person's very close by, Spirit's saying. Okay, so if you haven't met this person yet, there's a sense of they live near you. Okay, they're not long distance. They are not, you know, let's just say within a 10 or 15 mile radius, something like that. So there's not this long distance relationship. There's not this really hard to get to each other. We have, of course, separate homes, but we can get back and forth fairly easily. So this person's in your vicinity. They're in your circle. They're in your circle. Now, for some of you, that could even be more specific. It could be they're in your circle of friends. They're in your social circle. Okay. You may be aware of this person, but you're not in a relationship with this person. I have a dove, peace and harmony. I love that. I feel peaceful when I'm with you. I feel that I can tell you anything. I can open my heart with you, they said. So that I feel like that's them. Okay. I can open my heart with you. So if you've struggled with somebody who was an avoidant energy, you struggled with somebody who didn't speak, who you felt like you were pulling teeth, this person is going to be able to open up. I care for you. I love you. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings if they did. I shouldn't have said that, you know, so there's a sense of emotional maturity. And I'm going to say that they can express their feelings very easily. I have a veil. Secrets needing to uncover the truth. I'm going to say lifting the veil. I'm going to say that it's important to both of us that there's no secrets between us. And I feel like that's something that destroyed somebody in the past, that there was like the whole part of some part of the relationship that was a big secret, a big lie. So no secrets between us, I feel like, is rule number one. You know, that's it. I'm not going to, you know, tolerate any secrets. You know what? If I find out there's big secrets, you're gone, you know. So rule number one, no secrets between us. Beautiful. I have a King of Pentacles. I have strength. I have a 10 of Cups. And I have an Eight of Wands. It was a feeling of expect the unexpected, that this comes in and then it kind of picks up pace fairly quickly. I do feel like we are realizing that whether we admit it or not, in the first few weeks or first month, that we've just met somebody we potentially really want to be with. I do like the security this king has. I'm going to go with self-security, self-esteem, high value, high worth, things like that. I'll even go as far as probably a very good job, at least a steady and secure job, something of value. I'm not concerned with that king of financial struggle right now. I feel that that's something that's they're saying proud of. That's something that's important to them. Um, they'll work two jobs if they have to, So that's their upbringing. They're saying that's their work ethic. So I don't think that's something that you're going to struggle with. I feel that the Ten of Cups is something we're both searching for. I feel like it's more of I want to feel at home with you with that Ten of Cups. I want somebody that I feel comfortable with. And I also feel a homebody energy. It doesn't mean that you're not going to do things with this person. But at the end of the day, I want somebody I can sit in the living room with at night and watch the same shows. You've got your snack, I've got my snack. We have our own chairs, whatever it is. But there is a sense of comfort. There's a comfort level. There's an at-home level. I feel like I'm not asking for much, and I'm not very demanding of a person. But what I do demand is that I'm comfortable with somebody and I feel at ease with somebody, as if it doesn't matter whether you're in the room or not. I would act the same way. So I feel genuinely at home. So that's more important to this person than some of the other things. So I do feel like we're going to be spending a lot of time together, but just living life, going to work and coming home and cooking dinner, and maybe hanging out and sitting on the back porch, gardening, going for walks. I mean, just kind of basic living. And that's okay for us. That's kind of what we want. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a Hierophant. I have a belief system of if it's meant to be, it will be. I have a Three of Swords and I have a Seven of Pentacles. So this person has a belief system of if we're supposed to be together, we'll be together. If we both work hard at it and we both do the right thing, then we'll be together. If we don't, then it is going to go its own way. So this person very much has a belief system of whatever's supposed to happen will happen. And all we can both do is our best and be happy while we're in it. So they're not going to be one that, even though they share their emotion, they probably won't be one of those people that will promise, everything for the rest of their lives, because they'll be more realistic. They'll be more, I hope that we're happy for the rest of our lives. I hope that we're going to be together for the rest. I would like that. I want that. Okay. So I feel like they're not necessarily promising it as far as no matter what, I'll give you that. But I think that they do want that for both of you. They're going to feel at home with you. There's an incredible comfort level in this connection. I have the arts. Okay, appreciate the arts, culture, museums, theater, things like that. Maybe we like to see Broadway shows. I have big-headed. Somebody has a big Big ego. I don't think it's this person. That could have been somebody in the past. This person doesn't have a big ego. They show up for life on life's terms, and they try to do all the right things. They're the person who tries to be good in life so that, one, bad things don't happen to them and they don't, do something crazy. And two, they feel like they're going to be rewarded. If I'm good to everybody, if I'm good to the people I love, then God's going to be good to me, So I feel like that's how they live their life. And so they're more humble. I have a good listener, 100%. This person is a good communicator, good listener, heartfelt feelings. They just said they speak from their heart. So I feel like you're going to know that. You're going to know that. I don't think you're going to question where you stand with this person. You'll go through stages. I really, really like you, then I'm in love with you, and then it's kind of like every time we say hello and goodbye, I love you, babe, something like that. But I think you'll know where you stand. I have a stingy, big-headed. I'm going to put the big-headed and stingy. I feel like somebody crossed somebody's past, and it could be somebody took this person for granted in the past. They had very high expectations of what they were deserving of. It was a give me energy. And this person doesn't have that kind of energy. This person will give you the shirt off their back for somebody who appreciates them, but don't just ask for a handout. Like, that turns them off. That they'll be a gift giver when it's their idea, but don't point to something and say, I want that. They won't buy it. That's not this energy. I'm going to put the nerd with the arts. And I don't know if being interested in the arts is nerdy or not. I wouldn't say so, but it takes a certain personality to, it's a certain level of sophistication, education, intelligence, to walk around a museum for the day. Not everybody wants to do that. Some people think it's boring. Is it nerdy? This person could be a history buff, is how it's coming into me. They could like to go to designated places that are connected to history. So they could, like to go to, I'm just going to, first thing that popped in my head was Philadelphia. Let's go to Philadelphia and see the Liberty Bell, and walk around Philadelphia, So is that nerdy, or is that just somebody who's kind of curious about history and it's kind of something to do? I have youthful. Okay. I'm going to say that exercise keeps them young. I'm going to say exercise, working out, even running, keeps them fit and keeps them healthy and makes them feel younger. So somebody who is good at working out. I have a dominant energy, whips and chains. I'm not seeing this person as that. No, they're saying this person's a very gentle lover. This person is the opposite of this. I feel like they come to bed with boxer shorts on if they're a divine masculine energy. So yeah, they're not that into sexy lingerie and things like that. I think they just, I just want to hold you. And, if you're in your pajamas and we're cozy, then I'm okay with that. So I think we're not going to have that kind of wild, crazy love life. We might have just an average, nice, romantic love life, but no whips and chains, guys. No whips and chains. Social media. Okay, so again, do I think this person's into social media? I think just family and friends, they said. So if they're on Facebook, it's only because it gives them a chance to see what their family members are doing or how to communicate with family members, something very simple like that. So I'm not going to say that they are very active on social media. So probably very, very limited. All right, so let's get some initials, first initials, last initials. Yeah, for lack of better terms, it's the guy next door, it's the girl next door. And you know what? You're comfortable together. You're happy together. You get along. You like to do the same things. You like to eat the same foods. You don't get bothered by this person's company, something like that. Like you can tolerate them for 24 hours a day. I have the letter J. I have a D. I have an L. I have a V. I have another D. I have a J. Another J, a Z, an N, another D, lots of Ds. Okay, I have an H. I have a T, another T. I have an A, another J, L, Y, and another Z. Okay, so some of you that could connect. And then let's get the double cards. So the double letters are first letter, second letter of a first name or a last name. So you could get something, if you do have somebody in mind, you could get something a little closer. So let's see what they have for you for these. I have an EV, JE, RI. I will go with the glasses on the nerd. This person could wear glasses to read. Not feeling the contact thing, but I am feeling glasses. I have an LO, LA, ZA, SA, JU, MI, MA, SM. Let's do two more. AL, and I have an MO. Okay, so let's see what else they want you to know. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you want me to hear today? Where are we headed? I like the couple of things. I like that they can open their hearts, and I also like that they do these little surprises. I liked that because it was showing me that they put in the effort, and it's just, and then like I said, it could be the littlest things in your day that you're like, oh, that's so sweet. Nobody's ever done that for me before. They get up and make you coffee, Seven of Pentacles. I have a Five of Swords. I have an Empress. And I have an Eight of Swords. So the Five of Swords came into me as I let go of my past a long time ago, which was really good. And then the Eight of Swords is this bird that is in a bird cage, but the bird cage has an open door, and the bird can fly away and get out of the cage whenever they want. So I left my past a long time ago, and I can move forward whenever I'm ready, is really what I feel like they're trying to let you know. So I do feel like it's just a matter of time. This Empress has been working on herself, is how I feel. Just this feeling of planting seeds in maybe another area of your life that had nothing to do with relationships. I've been taking care. They're saying, some of you, I've been taking care of my mother. Okay, I've been taking care of a family member. I've been raising children. So your mind just wasn't on a relationship until now, they're saying. So there's a part of me that says, your divine timing or your path is connected to some other responsibilities, and Spirit knows that. I have the Seeker. Okay, there's my Hermit. I have the World. And I have a Four of Pentacles. So nothing to fear here. That change is good, Spirit's saying. That just because you're happy today, you know, sometimes we feel like, well, I really want this, but what if I'm not happy? What if you're happier? You know, what if it's better? So I have a magician that felt like they want to let you know that they're good for you. So this person, even though they're not a high ego, like look at me, they will show you all of their best qualities. They will show you Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck. They will show you that they're a good catch and that you really do want to be with them. Okay. So, you know, whether it's I'm consistent, I'm good to you, I'm kind to you. Um, I show you in little ways that I care about you. I make love to you and mean it. Okay. I don't want to be with anybody else, you know. So there's a lot of different ways that they can show you their best qualities. And I have a feeling like that's how they're going to win your love, is just over this period of time. So let's get some charms. Let's see if we can get some additional messages with our big, beautiful bowl here. So where do you want me to go, Spirit? Let's see. I'm saying this corner. Okay. Wow, we got a lot of charms here. Let's start with, are there any signs that you want us to know? I have a Taurus. Okay. And let me see. I'm going to go with this little cat. I have a cat. The cat's eyes, there's something about the cat's eyes. It could be you have a cat, and when this person comes to your house, the cat just like stares at them the whole time. Like, who are you? What are you doing here in my house? But maybe we laugh about that. The cat's so curious about you, or vice versa. So it's just a sense of, I want to know who you are. But we could have a cat. I have a pentacle energy. Okay. I have a couple of butterflies. I have butterflies and I have a flower. I'm just going to go with springtime. I'm going to go with springtime energy. Looking for the butterflies. They're pink butterflies here, but I felt like I saw white butterflies for some reason. So you might just out of the corner of your eye see a white butterfly. So that could be just kind of an ongoing thing to look for as the spring is coming. Yeah, here's a hat. I'm going to just say springtime, hat, sun, garden, something like that. I have a piano. So somebody could play a keyboard. Somebody could play a keyboard, a piano. I like this. I like piano players. I like live music, something like that. I would be in agreement with. I have lobster. This feels like a favorite food. Okay, I like shellfish, and I do have a snail. So I'm going to go with escargot. It usually doesn't come into me that way, but I feel like I like things like, I've tried escargot. I've tried. I like oysters on a half shell, like kind of foodie things. And but this person has a unique. They're not afraid to try different foods. So they would be the person that if you were traveling in like a foreign country, they would be like, yeah, I'll try that. And you're like, do you even know what that is? It's crickets, you know? And they're like, oh, okay, it's crunchy, protein. But there's people out there that are willing to try a lot of different foods. So there's a part of me that feels like this person is like open to that. I have 11:11 on the clock when I'm recording this morning. So I'll take that as well. Beautiful. I have a blow dryer. That came into me as somebody with long, thick hair, and it takes a long time to blow out your hair. That you need that blow dryer. Otherwise, it's hours and hours of air drying. So that's not an option. I have a beautiful sun. I'm going to put that with my springtime energy. The sun is out. I have binoculars, and I'm going to put that with the energy I felt, the kind of historical visits to places where I want to go sightseeing, they're saying. So this person likes to go to destinations that, for lack of better terms, are like tourist trappy, that have, they could have a path and you learn about it, or it has a guide, or it has, it's a tour, something like that. So this person likes to do things like that. They like to go places where they learn. Maybe they eat different foods. Maybe they experience something new. They like the history of it. So they like to do things that give them other cultural things, I guess. And so as far as doing things, that's the types of things that they like to do. And then the other part was, I like to be at home. I do like to be just at home and comfortable and enjoying my house. So those are kind of what they split their time with. I like the cake in the present. Now, the cake in the present is, let's think about this for a second. So Virgos, you are towards the end of the summer, right? So August into September. And I'm going to say, if you met this person in May and you were with this person by their birthday, they would go out of their way to have a birthday for you. Okay. They would do it all. It would be dinner. They might have cake. They would have a wrapped present. They would plan a whole day with you. I mean, they would treat you right. So birthdays to them are important. We celebrate birthdays. We make it a big deal. Have friends over, maybe, so birthdays is a big deal to them. And then also the present, because they've already shared with me that this is somebody who likes to give surprises. This is somebody who consistently surprises you with little things. So that's something to look forward to, just kind of, like I said, they're not going out and buying you, diamond rings. They're, stopping at Dunkin' Donuts and getting you your favorite coffee. So you have it for the afternoon, iced coffee, something like that. Spirit, let's just do a couple of signs. Let's do that. And then we'll see, when is this love coming? Spirit, what sign could they be? I have an Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini, a Virgo also. That's a tough one. Virgos and Virgos together. Ooh, your house will be clean. That's good. I have a Libra. Okay. And let's see when is this love coming? When is this love coming? Spirit, please share with me. I have a January energy, fireworks in the background. I have next week, looks promising, number 37. Those could be ages. I have 3 months from now, the number 27, 27th of the month. And I have, it's time to let go of anything that could be preventing you from inviting this love in. We always want to do that. It's time to move forward. Absolutely. Just a reminder for somebody. And patience, it's not time yet. So it might not be today, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening. They're just saying, I love the word yet, right? It hasn't happened yet. So we'll just put it into divine timing for now, but the energy's in the universe, and that's all that matters. So why don't you claim it, own it, it's yours, grab what connected to you, what you liked about this reading, put it in the comments below. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. I really appreciate all your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. I did upload some half-hour readings and a mini reading recently. I changed that up a little bit on my website, so you might be interested in that. And the link is in the description. I hope you enjoyed your May reading, and we'll see you all again real soon.